are at Thunderhill for Pacific Track Times last weekend. We're here with the trusty old 2009 Yamaha R1 test bike. You're probably looking at the wheels and going, they're bright. Well, yes, they are. This weekend, we're going to test Carrozzeria's wheels. They sent us a set of the R's, and we're going to go through them from tech specs all the way through to installation, what torque values, and then lastly, going out on track, we've lost at least a couple pounds per wheel. How does that change the handling of the bike in both acceleration and braking? And then, of course, when we're on track, if we're transitioning side to side, how does that change the chassis? Because obviously there's less reciprocating weight. So do I have to then go to work on the actual geometry of the chassis to deal with not only the weight loss, but the handling differences that we are going to experience? Now let's talk about the rims themselves. Firstly, weight. When we put the stock rim on the scales, completely assembled with the cush drive, the rotor, everything, it weighed in at 18.4 pounds. When we assembled completely just the rim with the Carrozzeria, it was 15 pounds. So we're losing 3.4 pounds in terms of total wheel. Now obviously we can look at the rotor here on the Carrozzeria, and we've got their Superbike rotor on. So that's probably a little lighter than the stock stainless steel rotor, but 3.4 pounds is an enormous amount of weight to lose. So what does that mean? Well, as you accelerate, it's going to take obviously less power to turn the wheel. So therefore, if you've got 3.4 pounds less weight to turn, the bike's going to accelerate faster. So that makes coming off the corner when I go out and ride later in the day, it's going to be real interesting to see how the bike drives away from the corner based on that. Now there are two models of wheels available from Carrozzeria. What we have here is the V model, and then there's the Tri-R. Now the V model is in its 4th generation, and the Tri-R model is available since 2009. So there's a couple of models you can choose from, and then of course a plethora of colors. The gold wheels actually go really nicely with the Leo Vinci stickers and the Nitron shock we have on the bike, and actually stand out really nicely for me rather than black, which would just fade into the motorcycle itself. Now one thing to remember with the forged aluminum wheels, especially with the Carrozzerias, is the brake attachment point is actually forged into the wheel, which gives it a lot more strength. Wheels are specific to bike applications, and because the hub sizes on different bikes have different sizes, there's actually going to be a weight difference in the wheel. So for example, a Ducati wheel may be a pound lighter simply because the hub's smaller. Now when the wheels are constructed, we've talked about the bearings. They're actually the highest quality Japanese or German bearings you can buy. And one really nice thing about these wheels is that they are hand built, and the build time is 2 weeks. So if you order a set of wheels, it's going to take about a couple of weeks, but it's checked, it goes through a serious quality control process, and you really do get a superb delivered product at the end of the day. Now the wheels are made from T6151-T6 aluminum, obviously very strong, very durable as forged aluminum wheels. And they're DOT certified and JWL certified too, so they're legal for the street, which is a nice bonus. You would think race wheels are only eligible for race use. In this case, they'll do both. So that's a nice bonus that you have with the wheels themselves. Now the anodization is there to protect the surface as well as give it a personal touch in terms of color. And if you're going to clean the wheels, you use something as simple as pledge. You don't use brake cleaner or anything like that that may harm or interfere with the anodization surface and the protection of the surface of your wheels at all. As a company, Carrozzeria was formed in 1995 in Japan under an offshoot called High Point. And that was run by a Japanese engineer that actually did road racing and motocross with Kawasaki and Yamaha for many years, and became, as Carrozzeria Japan and then High Point, the first manufacturer of forged aluminum wheels. They then moved High Point to the USA and rebranded it as Carrozzeria USA. So that gives you a little bit of brief company history.